Number 265 in the Eureka Masters of Cinema range is Running Out of Time from 1999, directed by the always awesome Johnnie. This again fits into his kind of oeuvre so far of the movies that I've seen, running at a tight 93 minutes. This is just a fantastic cat and mouse game between a seasoned detective and a man with nothing to lose. And of course, both these guys are incredibly smart and playful, and it has a lot of fun along this. This is one of those movies where you almost have dual protagonists, because I really did like Inspector Ho, played by Ho Sheung-Sang, and Andy Lau plays Mr. Cheng.
So what's your name?
It's not important.
What the hell do you want?
Nothing. I just want to play a game with you for 72 hours.
Oh, shit.
And they're both really likeable characters who you want them both to succeed, but really can they? We are introduced to Mr. Cheng as he is given some bad news at the doctors. You know, he's got like 4 weeks left to live. He just asks for pain pills and he just kind of goes away. Then we're introduced to Inspector Ho, a negotiator who is incredibly smart, aloof, and almost bored by the challenges that he faces at his work. Even though there's lots of lives at risk, he just seems kind of, it's too easy. There's no challenge here.
Come on, I'll make you a state witness. You just served 3 out of 5 years. Don't be an idiot. Can't you see he's just using you?
Shut up, man!
Until one day he's called to a rooftop in a building where a man is taking a hostage. Mr. Cheng is there and they have a little conversation. Mr. Cheng says that he wants to play a game with Inspector Ho. It will last 72 hours and let the games begin.
First, why did he rob the finance company? There couldn't have been that much money in the premises. He could have gotten more money from the antique and jewelry shops, am I right? That means he wasn't concerned about the money.
And it becomes a cat and mouse between these two super smart people as they try to outsmart, they chase each other, they come close calls, they have some really fun situations, but it's all about the dialogue and the real likability of the two leads. It feels a lot like Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. If Moriarty was a nicer, more charismatic person who you wanted to win as well, as you see these two geniuses battle off against each other, as you see them try to outsmart and outplay each other, as they have, you know, they're thinking 4, 5, 6 steps ahead. There's a bigger picture ahead here, and it's often watching Inspector Ho trying to catch up or watching Mr. Cheng try to escape a close call. But my goodness, is it so fun! And the way it is filmed is just super fast-paced and just allows everything to just flow in such a super manner. The way that To uses wide lenses to really get up into the face of some of his actors, letting them fill the screen, is really interesting. The floating ethereal camera movements that he always seems to have, they don't feel subtle, as in they hide into the filmmaking. They're kind of flashy, and although I know I'm watching a camera move, I really like the way that he does this. But for me here, it's the script that's the star, and the performances that really bring it to life. This is a twisting and turning plot. It's one where you're always wondering and guessing where it's going to go next, how this person's going to escape this, or how Ho is going to try and move from this little clue to the ultimate answer. There's a lot of supporting characters that are incredibly fun as well, like the bad guy that he keeps bumping into, Inspector Ho keeps bumping into.
What about fingerprints?
Inspector Ho checked for prints. The guy's pretty slick. He didn't leave any.
He should check it with forensics.
We did. They didn't find anything.
Over and over. There's moments where the character likes to use a little bit of disguises as well, which are really fun, in a bowling sequence which is kind of hilarious at one point as well, as Andy Lau is dressed up as a female because the place is full of gangsters and cops and he wants to go undercover. It's funny.
He wants you to get the money. You be careful.
Yeah, and there's so many other sequences that just kind of stand out. The chief above Inspector Ho is a kind of bumbling character who seems borderline incapable of doing his job and almost resents the fact that Inspector Ho is so good at his.
Don't forget, he ruined my case. It was simply because he wouldn't follow my orders.
I can't throw enough praise towards Running Out of Time. It was fantastic. It was compelling. It was one of those movies that it grabs your attention and does not let you go for the 90 minutes that it's on. And it just doesn't outstay its welcome. In fact, I wanted more of these characters. I'm so glad there was a sequel included with this one, because I am eager to check this out. This is by far a real fun movie. Fits right into the kind of movies that I love. And Johnnie To, again, just knocking it out the park.
What did you let him get away for?
He said there was a bomb in the car.
You damn fool! Why do you trust him? He tricked you!
Running Out of Time, incredibly fun, really well nuanced with the characters, really enigmatic leads that just bring them to life, wonderful script, and a fantastic plot that kept it guessing and offered surprise after surprise throughout it. Highly recommended. This is a standout film. Even if the second one doesn't hold up, still worth picking up for Running Out of Time 1. I'm pretty sure 2 is going to be great as well. I'm going to check that out next. I'd love to know your thoughts on Running Out of Time. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on the film. We'll have a little discussion about it. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video because it really helps. And in the description box below is a link to the Patreon and the membership program where you can help support me, which would really help the channel. And of course, links to where you can get some cool Man v Film merch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.